Hey guys, today we're going to do lesson 7-4, factoring polynomials. Say hi, Jack. So factors are things that you can multiply to get a number. So like the factors of 10 would be 1 and 10. Stop it. Stop it. And 2 and 5. Look at this face. This is what I get. Okay. So 10x and 25, the only thing they have in common are 1, and you can also put 5 into both of them. So the greatest common factor of them is 5. And then 5, it would be, like say this said 10x plus 25. Then I would say 5 times 2x plus 5, because 5 times 2x gives me 10x, and 5 times 5 gives me 25. Oh, I think I got so sidetracked with the cat. I'm on page 290 here. For this one, we have just variables. So I have some x's and some y's, and some x's and another y. So you want to take out the most that you can. It's the greatest common factor. So the most x's that I can and the most y's that I can. Stop. So I have 3 x's being multiplied here and 5 x's being multiplied here. So I can do x3. And I have 2 y's and 1 y. I can take out 1. So remember, this is x times x times x. And this is times x again. So when you go to figure out what you're putting in here, you're going to subtract the number that you took out. It's like you're dividing it, so you subtract the exponents. So x3 minus x3, I don't need to put an x there. y2 minus y, I put a y here. So x3y times y is x3y2. And for this one, I have x3 here and an x5 here. So it would be x2. And you don't need to put a y. If there was nothing, you would at least need to put a 1 there to make it show up. Like if it said plus x3y, I would have to have a plus 1 at the end so that you know that there's that x3y there. All right, so here's some that are set up to factor. So the first thing you do is find the factors of 10 and 12 to see what their greatest common factor is, and then you see how many a's and b's you can take out. So 10, we have 1 times 10, 2 times 5. And 12, we have 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. So the biggest thing they have in common is just the 2. And then there's 2 a's and 1 a, so I can take out 1 a. There's 1 b and 2 b's, so I can just take out 1 b. So that's the greatest common factor. And then 10 divided by 2 gives me 5. A2 divided by a is just an a. And then this would disappear. So 2ab times 5a gives you 10a squared b, which is what we started with. So that part's good. Then I've got 12 divided by 2 gives me 6. And I need to put a b here. Here, when you factor these out, I I checked and you do want to get rid of the negative. So you don't want the leading coefficient to be negative. So you're going to factor it out. So I can factor out -3 because both of these are divisible by 3. And I can factor out these two x's. So that leaves x2 here. 12 divided by -3 is -4. And x3 take away 2 is x. -21 divided by -3 is +7. And x2 divided by x2 just leaves 1. So 7 times 1 is 7. -3x squared times 7 is -21x squared. So I know those are all good. And if you're not 100% sure, when you're done, go ahead and multiply them again. That's why we did that lesson first, so that you know how to check these. All right, so now we've got a 15 and a 10. This is positive, so I don't need to take the negative out. The leading one is positive. So I'm going to take out 5, x, 2, y. And that leaves 3x minus 2 y squared. All right, with all these x's, I can take out x to the 8th. And that means in here, I'm going to have x2 plus x. And remember, you have to have a 1 here to tell that that's going to be there. So -1. Okay. So I have 3, 9, and 8. I thought I was going to be factoring 3 out because 3 and the 9, but 8 isn't divisible by 3. So I can't take any numbers out. And then I have x's here and here, but not here. I have y's here and here, but not here. I have z here and here, but not here. This is prime. That means I can't factor anything out. All right, and the last one, we've got 100 and -150, so I can take 50 out. And then I can take out 7 A's and 3 B's. So that's 2b squared minus 150 divided by 50 is 3a. All right, if you are getting stuck on these, make sure you reach out and let me know. Have a good night.